let's welcome him to welcome you. So please welcome Dominic Burke.
Thank you, Andy. A difficult act to follow, I think you'll agree. I'm going to be much more boring. We're making a bit of history here today when you think about it. First ever CLIA conference in Ireland, and hopefully the first of many. And it's probably a vote of confidence in the Irish market, the Irish cruise market, that we have so many heavy hitters here today from all the major cruise lines. And as Andy has indicated in this little program that you've all picked up when you registered, the purpose of today is to inform you, inspire you, educate you on everything cruise, and also to tell you about some of the latest trends in the industry. So, who am I? Who is Dominic Burke? Because I see a lot of faces in the audience that I don't know, and presumably you don't know me, because I know a lot of our friends are down from north of the border. So, I've been in the industry for 44 years. I started back in 75. I've worn a lot of hats over the course of those 44 years as a travel agent, as a tour operator, even as a GSA many years ago. But perhaps most importantly, I'm also a cruiser. I did my first cruise about 20 years ago, and will be doing my next one next year, which will be a first for me because it's going to be a multi-generational cruise. I'm old enough that I can bring not only my kids but my grandkids with me, so I'm really looking forward to that. As Andy says, you know, cruise is growing really at an unprecedented rate as a kind of a form of holiday that consumers take, and Ireland is no different in that regard. This year should I say, for the first 6 months of 2019, there were 24,000 people who took a cruise who travelled under an Irish passport. That's, believe it or not, 20% up on the same 6-month period last year. And when you consider the uncertainty over Brexit, the amazing summer that we had last year, which probably caused a lot of people to give pause for thought and not travel at all, these are very encouraging figures. And to be honest with you, they're just the tip of the iceberg, because as I say, a lot of people have misconceptions about what cruising is all about. You know, the old adage or saying that it was for the newlywed, the nearly dead, or the overfed. And, you know, that's patently not true. I know that because I've sailed so many times with different cruise lines in different parts of the world. And of course, one of the objectives that you have as an industry, is to dispel those myths. And you can only do that if you're knowledgeable enough about how diverse the ecosystem of cruising is. You know, that there's so many different cruise lines out there, so many different products, and there's one to suit literally everybody, a material of age, disposition, wants, needs, desires. And as I say, today will hopefully, you know, start that process of educating you as to the wonderful world of cruising, if you haven't already done it. And actually, just out of curiosity, could I have a quick show of hands? I know a lot of people do ship launches and they do ship visits, but how many people in the room have actually taken a cruise themselves for their own holidays? Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it would have been less, to be honest with you, so that's encouraging. What else do I have to say to you? As Andy also said as part of his presentation, I mean, travel agents represent, you know, great partners for the cruise companies, because let's be honest, cruise by its very nature is a complex product to sell. There's so many variables between, you know, the cruise lines to choose, the itineraries, you know, what each brand represents, what deck should you be on, where's the optimum place to have a cabin, etc., etc. And in my experience, and I don't know if you agree with me, the problem or the tendency with consumers when they're online making their own travel arrangements is that everything tends to get distilled down into price, because it's a metric that is easily quantifiable. You know, product A costs this, product B costs that, and as often as not, people will often go for the cheaper option, because a lot of consumers don't understand the difference between value and price. price is what you pay, value is what you get. So as agents, as travel agents, we are those arbiters who are in a position to advise the consumer, based on a suitable, Q&A, what we feel will suit them most, so that the cruise lines don't end up getting square pegs in round holes, because that can reflect badly both on the part of the consumer, who has a less than optimum cruise experience, and indeed the cruise line, because they might conceivably lose that consumer for good, not because there was anything inherently wrong in their product, but simply it was the wrong customer for their product. So today, as I say, is about educating ourselves into maybe a little bit more of the minutiae of cruising and what there is on offer. And as I say, hopefully today will be the first of many such events into the future. I think I probably waffled on for long enough, so thank you very much for your attention, and have a great day. Thank you.